Hi everyone, it's Misty here with ScrapbookPal.com. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I'm going to be using the Pawsome Birthday Stamp and Die set along with the giant Make-A-Wish die to create a fun birthday themed shaker card. So I am starting with my image and I'm also stamping Have a Possum because I decided that I want possum to go with my sentiment, and it sounds like I'm saying the animal, but I'm not. So I thought I would color our little pooch to look like a golden retriever. So I'm using E34, 51, and 50, and I went in with my darkest color first. I put that under the hat, around the ear, over the paws, and then on the bottom of the paws, and I added a little bit under his mouth and his snout. And then I'm going back in and I'm blending it out, and I do darkest to lightest, and then blend it out finally with just a little bit of light. It's my favorite way to color. For the party hat, I'm just using YG09 and then YR16 for the polka dots. There's not a whole bunch of room there to do any fancy shading, so I decided not to. So I couldn't figure out what color I wanted to color the present, and I thought, you know what, let's use some pattern paper and do some paper piecing. So I stamped it with the same exact ink, and I'm actually going around where the dog is overhanging and making sure that I have just the box. And once I do that, I always go over with a water-based black brush pen from the back just to make sure that it looks like it has lines and it fits. For the ribbon, I decided to make it orange. So I'm using YR09 for the darkest place, which would be under the ribbon and kind of in the fold at the top of the ribbon. And then I'm going in with 16 and then finishing that up with YR15. I really love this combination of orange. I love orange, blue, and green together. It's such a fun color story. And I had just the perfect pad of paper to do this with, so we'll get there in a minute. So once I do that, I'm going to bring in the die. There is a little die that cuts out the music note, but I am not using that. We're just going to use the die to cut out the pupper, and I'm going to go ahead and send that through my Gemini, and then I'm going to bring in the giant Make-A-Wish. So for this, initially, so I had done this twice, but initially I'd put the stripe on top and put the navy on bottom, and I thought it was too busy. So I am cutting the Make-A-Wish out of this really fun navy stripe pattern. It's the same pattern that I used for the puppy's box. And then I'm going to cut out a shadow using some navy cardstock. So I like to do this sometimes when I feel like I want to add just a little bit of depth and dimension to die cut sentiments like this. I will layer them and offset them just a little tiny bit so it looks like they have a drop shadow, and it's a really fun way to add some depth and dimension to your projects without having to make it too big, make it too heavy, etc. So I am just using some Tombow Mono liquid glue to add some glue to the back of the sentiment, and then I'm going to adhere this, and again I'm going to offset it just a little bit so it looks like the stripe paper is the drop shadow. So there's our pupper and there's our sentiment. And then I'm trying to decide what kind of paper I want to use. So initially I was using this pad where the navy came from, but I decided to bring in something else. But before I did that, I decided to go ahead and cut out the word possum. So it's going to say make a possum wish. So I thought that was cute, little punny play on words, and I really like how this turned out. Now I ended up adhering this down, but I'm going to change this going forward. So it's there now, but it's not going to stay there forever. Oh, ask me how many times I've changed my mind. This card took me 5 hours, you guys, because I could not make any kind of decisions. So yeah. All right. So I had two different paper pads. One of them is an older Echo Park pad, but I felt like this wasn't as bright and vibrant as I wanted. So of course I brought in a Doodlebug pad. This is also from a few years ago. Listen, I'm a dragon and I hoard paper. My toxic card making trait is I hoard paper. I love it. And I'm trying really hard this year to get some use out of it, but it's hard, you guys. Okay, so I've decided I'm going to make a shaker card. This is a set of stitch rectangles from Lawn Fawn, and I am just using these to make my frame. And I use some old washi tape. I mean, I've been in the planning community and the card making community forever, and I have tons of washi tape that I didn't really care for the color that I'm using, that I use for my die cuts. So speaking of, I have a piece of acetate. Now, I was a classroom teacher. I think we talked about this before. Maybe we didn't. I was a classroom teacher. And one thing that happens when you're a classroom teacher and you either switch grades or switch classrooms is you inherit whatever that other teacher didn't want. And luckily, one of my teachers left this huge box of transparencies. And I was like, I could use those at home. So when I left, I brought them with me because they no longer use projectors. And that tells you how old I am. So normally I would cut the back paper to be the exact same size of the frame, but I decided to bring in some more paper to give it a bit more oomph. And this is when I decided that I really did like that turquoise aqua paper. So I'm going to go ahead and pull off that sentiment as easily as I can, and I'm going to go ahead and get that adhered. But first, I'm going to pick out a separate pattern. I really did want a pattern to go behind, and I love this kind of confetti. It's hard to see here, but you can see it better in the pictures at the end. But it's a really fun kind of confetti themed paper, and I really, really loved it. So there's me carefully removing our word so I can put this down. Normally, I wouldn't have 3 like this, but I felt like the dark blue was getting lost and it just wasn't oomph enough. And I debated like adding white, and I thought, you know what, let's just use this blue because I couldn't make up my mind. So this was one I cut earlier in the day. Okay, so I have a card base that measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I've cut down the confetti paper to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then I cut down this grid paper with the elephants on the back to 4 by 5 1/4. And then, of course, we have our sentiment, and then we also have our frame. So I am bringing in some foam strips from Scrapbook Adhesives. All of the supplies, etc., will be linked in the description box down below. These are a lifesaver. If you don't have these, you need them. You literally just put them down and then cut them to size. And then I like to use this embossing tool to kind of go around it so the shaker bits don't stick. So speaking of hobbies, I don't know about you, but I've gotten into diamond painting. And one thing that happens when you do diamond painting is you're left with all these little drills or whatever they're called. And I've taken to starting using them in shaker cards. So that's what I'm going to do today. I pulled out some blue, yellow, orange, and green stuff to match the color scheme. I went ahead and took off the foam first, and I'm putting these in the middle of this paper because I'm going to the foam backer. And because I am going to put the frame on top. It's so much easier that way. It's easier to line up, and I don't have to worry about making sure it's not crooked, because especially with a grid, you have to make sure that it's either straight or you purposely made it crooked. So yeah, so got that filled, get these down, get that centered. And here you can see how fun it shakes. And then we're going to go ahead and get our sentiment adhered. I am using Tombow for that, but I'm going to pop up our little pupper using the same adhesive from Scrapbook Adhesive. And again, that's linked in the description box down below. They are a staple in my card making. I love popping things up. So yes. This one's a little odd. So I cut 1 1/2 for the tail, and then I cut 1 1/2 again for the top of the hat. Didn't it turn out so cute? Oh my goodness, it's so cute. This is such a fun stamp set, and it is a companion set. So finally, I had to bring in some Nuvo Shimmer Pen to add just a little bit of sparkle and shine. And here's a look at the finished card. Thank you so much for joining me today, friends. I really do appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to check out all of these products over at ScrapbookPal.com, and we will see you in the next video. Bye for now.